We are live, and I am bored, and I'm avoiding editing my podcast. So I have jumped on to talk to the people, answer cop questions, do things of that nature. But as it is right now, there's nobody even watching. So I will just wait till I see names start jumping up on the screen. Where is my chat window? Where is my chat window? Chat. There it is. Overlay. What up, Ward? Let's see here. Oh yeah, I always got to post this little message here. Okay, I already see one. If you see your name in the chat bubble that just says Facebook user, I can't see your name. I can't see it. So I'm posting a thing in the chat that gives permission for Restream to use your name. So I know who I'm talking to. You don't have to do it, but it makes it more fun. Use this link if you are on Facebook so we can see your name. Typing. All right. Notification squad. Oh, I got John Ray up in the house. What is going on, everybody? Oh, this is in the way. Let me move this brand logo here for a second. If I can figure out how to do it. I guess it'll be fine. I can still see what y'all are saying. Doing well. Appreciate it. Internet salute to the gentleman or Mrs. I can't see your name. I need you to use that link that I popped in there that says chatrestream.io Facebook. It says link isn't clickable. Let me try again here. Let me copy link address. Boom. Paste. Tell me if that works. Tell me if that works. Let me see here. What did John Ray say? I got to get rid of this logo. It's right in the way. Design. Let's turn that little guy off there. Okay, let's see. Your department might be different, but when it comes to larger events like festivals, do you receive any bonuses? No. You don't get bonuses for doing your job. You get overtime. That's about as good as a bonus as you can get. One of my favies is on, Keith Hanks. And I only say that because he's about the only firefighter worth a damn. Just saying. Just kidding, hose draggers. I love y'all. I actually, Keith, you may have seen this picture. I posted a badass photo of this firefighter coming out of hell. I don't know what he came out of, but it just was a badass picture. So I put that on there. Ward, you know I'm still a detective, bro. Do you know PA laws at all? I'm assuming Pennsylvania. No, I don't know Pennsylvania laws. But let's figure things out. If you got questions, let's figure them out. I can tell you what I do know from where I'm at. And for my trolls, any trolls out there listening, jump on here. Let's have fun. Like, this is what I invite. I invite sipping some whiskey, us hashing out our differences in a fun way. Like, I guarantee most of the people that are anti-cop, if we were to sit and hang at a bar and roast people as they come in, like, we could have a good time because you guys roast the hell out of me, and some of the shit is very funny. I'm in. You guys got me good. Some of the stuff I can't repeat on here, I got a good chuckle out of it. Just know I got a good sense of humor about it. And if the event ever comes where for some reason you're the person I got to help, I'm not going to let it slow me down. Still going to do my job and hopefully win a new fan. Maybe not. Keith, I ate a donut today. Hey, man. I wish I had a donut, but I don't have that. I got the second best thing, whiskey. Go ahead and put in the chat what you guys are drinking tonight if you guys are partaking. I don't have my bottle in here with me. I'm drinking Smoke Wagon, unfiltered, uncut. For those that are familiar with this podcast, that is my favorite brand. Just help in slow motion. Just kidding. But no, to further go into what you were asking, John, cops don't get paid for anything. Like, they don't get paid for pulling over more cars. They don't do any of that stuff. But we can dive a little bit into some of the incentives for, like, what do they call the word? Not appropriating, seizing evidence. Phil Rice in the house. Tullamore Dew. That's a scotch, I believe. Sophisticated, very fancy, very fancy. Phil Rice, if any of you guys know, master at the gun range, knows his stuff inside and out. Taught me a lot about red dot sights. If you guys do not use red dot sights in law enforcement or just as a gun owner in general, I highly recommend you look into it. I personally am using an SRO by Trigicon. It is my favorite sight so far. Favorite one so far. Really like it. Free toaster for the most tickets written. Yes. Okay, so let me get into seizing. So in the narcotics world, typically you're dealing with people that make more money in a month than the department, the state, all these people make in probably 10, 15 years. And you can't fight that. You think billionaires get away with a lot. Well, imagine people making underground money in the drug world. So the least we can do is just highly inconvenience them, take their vehicles, take their weapons, anything that they're profiting from in the drug world. We'll take it, seize it, and then give that back to the state. Now, no, the cops don't get money for that. They don't get any money. At best, at a good depart or good city, they'll allow the department to take a vehicle to use for on duty, so the taxpayers don't have to pay for it. Asset forfeiture, yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to think of. Um, so uh, maybe in the past, maybe way back in the 70s, maybe the 80s, maybe even as late as early as the 90s. I don't know. Maybe they did get cutbacks, but that shit does not fly no more. Um, Basically, the cops don't, especially at a very selfish city, they don't get anything. They gotta do a lot of paperwork, beg, borrow, just to get all that hard work that they did. If they do go seize like a semi truck, like that's something that police departments could use, but at least large ones, and um, use it often, but they won't get it. Basically the city will auction it off, take the money, and divvy it out to the city as they see fit. Now, whether or not it's going to taxpayers or anybody else, I don't think it is. Probably typically goes into the rest of the city's budgets for things. I don't know. Not a city manager by any means. Elijah Craig toasted barrel. Dude, that sounds delicious. I have not had that. I have had a few toasted barrel whiskeys. Um, definitely, definitely like my toasted. Let me see. Just trying to catch up here in the chat. Let me see what this does. Holy good God, I don't like that. I just went full screen mode on accident. Where's my chat window? Uh-oh, reload. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have touched it. I had lost my chat window. Let me see here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to get my... Oh, here it is. We're good to go. Melissa Roby in the house. What's up? If you guys are not familiar with Melissa, she did an episode with me. Melissa, go ahead and in the chat, if you will, pop in your nonprofit. I'm blanking on the name like a jerk. I'm sorry. I blame it on the first glass of whiskey. Figure it out, rookie. I know. I'm trying to figure it out. So I don't know what happened recently. Hit a huge stride on the podcast. I posted my numbers looking for just trying to let sponsors know, like, hey, here's what we're doing right now. We've blown up. It's amazing. Very, very humbling for sure. So in that, I want to use this large platform of people that we've been getting this influx of to answer questions. So if you guys have cop related questions, anything like that, please go ahead, pop them up, and I'll answer it. There's other cops in here. Hopefully they answer. If it's something more controversial, shoot, let's hash it out. Let's try to fix it. We're gonna solve all the world's problems here on the internet tonight. Let me see here. I got Tom Cruise, not Tom Cruise, the movie star. Tom Cruise, the cyber. What is it? Cyber. Tom, tell me what it is. I don't want to butcher your book. Tom writes books all about crimes against children with the internet. So make sure you check that part out. Oh my God. My watch was just listening to everything we just said and started typing it out. I posted your link on my OnlyFans page. That's why. From the blue voice. Oh man. all 3 followers on your OnlyFans followed that, didn't they? Or is that why I blew up? Is that what you're saying? Um, things coming down the channel. This is not, you might see this shirt I'm wearing. You see this other side, NRTCCA. You're like, what the hell does that mean? That's the National Real Time Crime Center Association. I'm a board member for that. And September 25th through the 28th, there's a conference in New Orleans. It's going to be all about real time crime centers. It'll have workshops and uh, speakers and all sorts of different things to do. Also, we are going to be at the International Association of Chiefs of Police. I think I said that right. The IACP. We're going to be out there as well. That's in October. But this conference is coming right around the corner. And if you guys are looking to have a real time crime center, you already have one, you're trying to expand, you're trying to get into seeing how we're going to start an accreditation to standardize this stuff across the nation. That's the problem, is everybody's trying to figure out this new real time crime center stuff, and there's no real blueprint that we can all kind of get behind. So we, as the National Association, we're going to collect members from all these different departments, figure out the best and worst of what we're doing, and standardize. And part of this conference is going to show what we've come up with. Very cool stuff. So I would, if you are interested, head over to nrtcca.org and check us out. It's pretty cool. The podcast is loosely associated with the NRTCCA. It's a mouthful, I know. It's not my favorite acronym in the world, but it's what we got. John Ray said, one thing I hear often is there are those. Let's show it so everybody can see. One thing I hear often is there's those that don't like when they get pulled over by vehicles that aren't clear they are patrol cars. What is the thought process in using those types of vehicles? Okay, so dang it, I just keep full screening myself. There's pros and cons to it across the board. Some departments can't afford to have a plethora of cars, so you need something kind of in the middle. You need a car that can somewhat blend in, and you need a car that also is still marked. So the cars that you want to sort of think of it this way: you're cruising up to a Matt Pierce figured out again. You're cruising up to a domestic, for instance, or maybe burglary in process. And you get there, and you don't want your car to stand out like a sore thumb in case there's a lookout. So you get a little bit low profile lights to blend in better. Or maybe you're having a speeding issue, a high speed issue, and a marked unit is seen from miles away, and it's only going to solve the problem at that moment because they see the police car, the police presence. But you give one of those problem speeders a ticket, maybe that will, I mean, that's kind of the theory. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean it's wrong either. So I think that's kind of the idea behind it. Now, the argument of that the vehicles need to be clearly marked and need to be obvious that it's a police car. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that because it takes it. It's like arguing that you're supposed to stand out in rows and fight like we did during the Civil War, or when we fought the British, like, because that's the gentleman way to do it, and it should be face to face. Well, would you argue that it's okay to go hide in the woods and wear camouflage now? I mean, maybe that's a terrible analogy. I don't know. I haven't had enough to drink yet. We'll see. But I don't know. I don't get the argument that it needs to be clearly marked. And then maybe again, the other argument is, well, your job isn't to build revenue for the city. It's to go out and catch criminals. Well, okay, that's fair. I don't disagree with that. I am not a traffic guy. I'm not even a traffic fan. Matter of fact, you would have to be the biggest a-hole in the world to get a ticket from me. I'm not writing tickets. I would rather waste your time. Would rather waste your time and go that route. Maybe slow you down, talk to you, figure out what's going on. Maybe there's got a valid excuse for speeding. Some people. James James Nung. I can't say your last name, James. What's up, brother? Uh, Beard's coming back nicely. Thank you. Yes, this is exactly 1 week's worth of growth. I tried to do a little shaping when I went to the barber today. Got that fresh fade in there, you know. Shout out to my barber, John at Enhancers. He's a self-made man. He's been cutting hair for 20 plus years, and he's within walking distance of my house. So he's the man. Getting on the road, keep doing. This is great. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate you. I qualify for that ticket. Too hot for ticket writing in Texas right now. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I ain't trying to get out of the car in this heat. I don't mention my department specifically, but y'all know obviously in the background I'm repping Texas, originally from Michigan. So in the wintertime, I definitely wasn't trying to write tickets either. Nobody wants to get out of that car, man. And when it's extremely hot, posted a video recently of, and I'm not trying to take credit for the original content. There was some social media users. This girl, she takes her bra off through her shirt, and she's like, "Show me the male equivalent of this." And then you see another cop, or you see a cop taking his bulletproof vest off after working a shift, which is sweaty hot. And there's a lot of truth to that. That is basically the equivalent, because when you go to take your shirt off, if you're wearing an undershirt, which you should wear an undershirt, by the way, you could wring it out, especially in the Texas heat. I think it was like 106 the day I posted that video. I don't leave the office in this heat. Yeah. See, that's the longevity rule for cops that want a full career. You can go out there, but you're going to cut your life short. Just put out an episode. I think it's been out 2 days now, so I guess I shouldn't say just put it out, but I just got that's my newest one. It is kind of a deep dive into the narcotics world. This officer, he's a sergeant out of Washington, and he has been in the narcotics world for about 20 years. We talk about technology. There's some really cool stuff that's coming down the pipe to officers to use. AI stuff. AI is changing everything. AI's helped me. I think that's one of the reasons I'm growing, is because of using AI to make clever titles and stuff like that, which some of the titles that I've put out there, I didn't fully read. And somebody was like, commented like, "What does this title have to do with this video?" And I'm looking, I'm like, "Oh shit, I should have read that a little better." Because it's just popping out content, trying to mess with the algorithms out here in the interwebs. It's working. And then you just sprinkle in the podcast stuff. Let's see. Any other questions out there? One of the big ones, a big controversial video that I got out there, is a officer pulling over a motorcycle after he had witnessed the motorcycle weaving in and out of traffic, being crazy and all that stuff. And he chastised the guy. He does. He gives him a lecture, but it doesn't give him a ticket. Primarily probably because the guy didn't try to run, which motorcycles run. If you're wondering, why do motorcycles always run? Well, that's because I don't know a single police department that has a chase policy that allows you to chase motorcycles. And most of our motorcycle guys know this. And the other thing that people said were very confused, upset, calling it fake. Motorcycles have a camera that mounts on a pole, and it can do 360 recording. And when you watch the recording after it goes to the cloud or whatever it does, when you watch that recording, you can't see the pole that it's mounted to. It makes it invisible somehow. And it can focus in on whatever's moving or whatever you tell it to focus in on. So people, it looks like a floating camera. It looks like and so everybody thought that video was fake. It ain't fake. That's just where technology is these days. It's pretty damn cool. If I had a motorcycle, I'd have one for sure. One, for protection, and two, these guys like to show themselves running from cops. There was actually a pretty funny video. This guy rolls up next to a police car and just asks him, "Hey, can you turn your lights on as I pull away?" And he's like, "You want me to do it at the green light?" And the guy's like, yeah, that'd be cool. And essentially what he was doing was making it look like he ran from the cops for his video. And he had one of those pole cameras on his bike. So I thought it was funny. I like that stuff. I think it's clever. It keeps me entertained, and I like watching it get people that don't understand that stuff get really upset uh, online, or like, "Oh, he needs to be put in jail," and like, you didn't do any research and look at the whole thing. And some okay, let me take a drink. One of the other things that's pretty good is I will post quite a few videos from cops that make skits. And they look like, if you're not familiar with the police world, they look like cops. Except one crucial item is missing, and that is patches. So I put out a little Instagram video today explaining to people, because they were trolling the shit out of me, telling me, "Oh, it's fake. Those aren't real cops. That's not a real stop. Da, 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 da. You're passing it off like it is." And I even put like the hashtag on it, skit satire. So I don't know. I don't know why they're getting so upset. Somebody on Facebook said, "What you drinking, bro?" I'm drinking a little Smoke Wagon, unfiltered, uncut. So I put the video out there saying, if you want to know one of the tricks to tell if these videos are either fake cops or real cops doing a fake police encounter, because both are plausible, it's about the patches. You're not going to see a real police patch on the sleeves. Most of the time, you don't see a patch at all. Other times, you'll see like an American flag, or something that is like a prop. It doesn't actually say anything. It's just a little patch of nothing. And that's how they get away with that. Their chest or back may say police or sheriff, but that's not the qualifier. The qualifier is the patch and the badge, the shield. Most of the time, you can't see the shields. You can't read them. You can't do any of that. So they can get away with that as well. It's the patches. Patches are the key. A lot of times. Okay. So I don't know who's saying this. If you scroll up through the chat, I might be able to post it again here. Yeah, here you go. For that Facebook user, if you can see your name coming across on the chat, I can't see who you are, but you're right, because that's going to be my next sip. Is I've got the rye with me. I don't have much left, but that is one of my favorites. Anything by Smoke Wagon, even their bottom basic bottle. I'm a fanboy. I love them, man. I like them like I like Glocks. Don't care what other people say. It's my fave. Oh, it's John Stinson. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I can't see your name, John. You use that link, and then Facebook should allow you to unlock your overly tight security clearances you got there. Released I got attacked by a dog today. I don't know if you guys seen that video. Big old Doberman mauled me. It was out of control. I had a hard time stopping him. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you check out that video. What else was I getting into? Questions. Oh, yeah. Questions. If anybody's got questions, go ahead and jump on. This is feel free to ask a cop time. I may not have the right answer, but I will definitely try to look into something. Did you blocks or I don't know what that's trying to say, Matt. I'm assuming you're trying to be dirty, but I can't figure that one out. Maybe are you blocks or cocks? I guess maybe that's what you're trying to say. That's inappropriate, sir. I'm gonna tell your wife. Let's see. What else? If anybody's got any videos you would like me to do a breakdown on, feel free to pop that in there. If anybody would like to join on and have a conversation, I have yet to do that. I can invite guests. So if you got a mic and a webcam, you can jump on here. It might work with your phone. I don't know. I've never done it. So if anybody's out there and they're willing, I'll let you jump on. I'll send you the link. I think I can have up to like 5 people do that. I don't know. Let's figure it out together. Let's have fun with it. Oh, there we go. Now it's letting comments be displayed again. I don't know if y'all can see them either. I wonder if you can see each other's comments. It's one of the things you don't really get to find out. Kyle is a man-eating beast. Who's Kyle? Kyle who? I don't know who that name is, bro. Kylo. Yeah, Kylo is. Yes, Kylo is my dog. Yeah, Kylo, he attacked me today out of nowhere. It was almost like I asked him to fight. I didn't ask him to fight. I said, "Do you want to fight?" Um, Somebody text me here. Here's one. If it is still illegal, uh, yeah, I'm not getting into that one, Ward. Not right now. Not while I'm drinking. Just trying to get me in a little political argument on here. I'll do that. uh, let me see. Um, we will have another clip pop up tomorrow. So if you're not familiar with the way that the podcast that I'm trying to do it is, I'm trying to take the best segments of the podcast because I know they're long. So I want to do the highlights and try to do like a little 6-minute clip every day from the day that the podcast is released. So if you go to the YouTube channel or you go to our Facebook or wherever it's at, you don't have to go listen to the whole thing. You'll be able to listen to a small clip and you'll be like, you know what, that's a pretty good topic. I'll go listen to the rest, at least that part. And then you can go on, do whatever you want to do. I've got long drives, and I like to listen to podcasts and stuff while I run. So for me, I listen to, like, I just finished a book. It's called The Name of the Wind, by the way. It's a nerd book. It's kind of like a Lord of the Rings meets an adult Harry Potter, but really like the book. It's a 3-book series. I've read both books, or 2 of the books. The third one's not out yet. Police car takedown. All right. Of course, this guy. Okay, so if you're gonna send me links, it's easier if you send them to me in like private message on Facebook, not on my cell phone. Desiree Pointer. I hope I said that correct. How are you, Desiree? Glad to have you on. And again, anybody out there, if you got a topic you want to discuss, throw it out. I may say no. Just depends on what it is. I'm not going to touch anything political for the most part. I'll do those when I'm sober, if I'm going to do those at all, and then drink responsibly. And what else? What else? What else? Religion. Yeah, let's not touch religion. Who you got, Diaz or Paul? Oh, man, that's a tough one because now I'm a fight fan. Everybody knows me, knows I'm big into UFC, big into boxing, big into jujitsu, big into judo. So I do follow quite a few people, and I'm not, I don't know much about Paul as a YouTuber. I heard he's kind of a douchebag, whatever. But I tell you what, the boy can fight. He's got legitimate skill. He's not a pushover. Um, I think he is, I think he's, I don't know. We're talking a pure boxing match. And I just don't know if Diaz has the skill level, boxing wise, to get a unanimous win. And he's never really been a knockout guy. But like Pierce is saying, Diaz, yeah, Diaz can take some punishment. That's not my concern. He's going to have better, I think he'll have better cardio. Well, I don't know. It's been a while since he fought. More than likely, he'll have better cardio. The man swims back and forth to Alcatraz. So his cardio's off the chain. So if he does have a chance, that may be it. He may just sit back and, okay, here's my fight guess on that. This isn't really police related, but you got me going now. I love fight stuff. So Diaz, if I were to be a strategist against Paul, it's going to be just pick. And I don't know how many rounds they're going. The longer, the better for Diaz. The longer it goes, the better for Diaz. But he's got to survive the first few rounds because I think Paul might have he looks juiced up. He looks like he's on some roids. So I worry for that knockout because I don't know where Diaz's chin is at after all these years. That's got to be a big concern. So let's see here. Stinson, preferred concealed carry gun and caliber. 9mm all the way across the board, no matter what I'm doing. When we're talking pistol, I want a 9mm. Why? Because ballistically speaking, the science has caught up. Now our calibers are negligible because the science has caught up to the calibers. Back in the day, a 45 would highly outperform a 9 mil on a ballistics gel test. But today, it's very little difference. So I would rather have more rounds. I'd rather have a smoother shot. And I don't know how I would react when shit hits the fan and I start actually shooting at somebody. So I want all the stability I can get. And if I miss, I at least want more rounds there. So I'm all about more rounds, smoother shot. Um, that's me. 9, I believe, is a faster round too. And I am not a firearms expert, so don't take my word for gospel. It's just what I've been taught over the years. But yeah, I'm a 9 mil guy. Now, as far as gun goes, I'm a big fan of fighting like you train. So I train with a Glock. That is what I'm issued. So that's what I carry because I don't want in the moment of truth and muscle memory to take over. And here I am holding a Kimber or, an F and K or whatever the hell they're called, and Heckler and Koch and all whatever it is. I want the gun the way I know and the way that I train. So when I was military, I carried a Beretta and I would carry a Beretta off duty. When I worked at my other department in Michigan, I would carry SIG off duty because that's what I trained with. And now that I'm here in Texas, we get issued Glocks. I carry a Glock. If I were to do a concealed carry, the one that I prefer now that I don't own, but I want one is the 48X, I think it is. I carry a 43, but the 48X wasn't available when I got the 43. The 43 was like a newer gun. So I carry the 43 appendix, or sometimes, what is it called? Kidney carry. But I like appendix the best. But if I had a choice, it would be a 48X, I think is the name, with a red dot sight. That's my fave. I just switched to the P365 9 mil. It's like a 12 round mag, but still concealable. Let me look that up. See what you're talking about here. P365 9 mil. 900 mil. 9 mil. We'll show this up here on the screen too, because I've got that skill. Share. Okay, let's pull this up here. Okay, let's share the screen. All right, this is what he's talking about, the P365. Now, are we talking the P365 macro comp, or the macro to cops? I'll take the rapist for 500. I think it's tech ops, like a play on words of tactical and operations, but I like to cops better. So what I'm noticing with the macro is comp. Obviously, there's a compensator right here, and if you're not familiar with what that does, when the muzzle blast comes out, your gun, a handgun, especially if you can see me on the screen, typically rises straight up from the recoil. And the way that the comp is designed is to push that gas that comes out up to help keep your gun more level. That's my understanding of it. Enhanced magwell, extended controls. Okay, so things stick out a little bit farther on the macro to cops. And then the 365 macro, I'm just going to guess that that's a very small, tight, compact gun. It looks like it's striker fired. There's no hammer. Stinson, there's a 43X or a 48. I rock a 43X with a shield arms mags, 15 plus 1. Dang, 15 plus 1. Hell yeah. The gun and the shield arms 20 round spare mag appendix, and the Folster Enigma Parker Mountain machine barrel and dang, bro. You need to post a picture of that thing. That sounds gnarly. That's what I'm talking about. Not to get in your your ATF business, anybody, but if you want to share your concealed carry on here, that'd be fun too. Are you running the RMR or the SRO? I run the SRO. I love the SRO. I've got an RMR on my my Boba Fett blaster back here, my Glock 23 that I turned into a Glock 17 with an RMR on it. But I prefer the SRO. I like the higher rounded sight. It's an easier sight picture for me, quicker. So, things to consider when you're getting those RMRs. I feel like personally when I'm using an RMR and I'm punching out, so think I'm here, I have to like turtle my head down to get a good sight picture. I don't know why. Everybody's, body nomenclature is a little different, I guess. So for me, I don't like having a turtle my shoulders up and bring my head down. And with that SRO, man, I feel like it just lines up pretty good every time. I will tell you, if you are a cop and you're trying to get these sites, you cannot underestimate practicing with your offhand because it's really hard to acquire the red dot on your offhand. If you're doing, whenever you inevitably you got to shoot one-handed during qualifications. The thought being, if you ever get your right hand disabled during, an encounter, you should have some familiarity about shooting with your offhand. I don't recommend it. I'm not the best shot left-handed either. Stinson 507K on my 43X 509T. Are we talking sights? Because I'm not familiar with that. 507K. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's talking about the hollow sun sights. So I wonder if I click on this, if it will just automatically show up on here. Nope. Stop sharing screen. Share screen. So these are the sites that John was talking about. This is the 507K. And the other one is the 509T. Let me see. Try to find it for you. It's not letting it show up. Here it goes. You said the 509, correct? 509T. I don't know if there's a difference in what I'm looking at here, but learn more. Why not? 509T, 509T, GRX2. Those are fancy looking. But I do like my Trigicon. I have an EOTech on a gun that they are letting me. That I am borrowing and using, trying out. I like it. I do like the EOTech one. It's got that boxy shape to it, but it's high rise like this Hollow Sun, where the RMR kind of dips down on itself. I don't know, it's a weird sight picture for me. Let's see here. All right. We got 10 people on. I don't have anything else that I've been looking to bring up, so I'm going to depend on y'all because I don't want to go through a bunch of YouTube videos right now. If you send a link in the chat, I'll check it out and we can watch that together, but I am not digging into a bunch of YouTube links tonight. I don't have the energy. I'm actually doing this just to avoid editing because I don't have the energy to do that right now. I've been knocking out podcasts like crazy and editing and doing all that, and it's just a beatdown. I did post my numbers, so any sponsors out there, they're only growing, and the more that the numbers grow, the more competitive it's going to be. So for anybody out there, I'm really looking for a donut sponsor specifically. I'll even give a discount for a donut sponsor just to say I got one. But as long as it's law enforcement, first responder, natured, it doesn't have to specifically be just for cops, but natured in itself, I'm okay with that. But no OnlyFans, Pornhub, real estate stuff, none of that. Not looking for that stuff. It's got to be related. I want all the audience to benefit from that type of thing. So, but if nobody has anything else, let me see. Okay. Gen 5 Glock 34 MOS. Oh my god, the Glock 34 that's like a sniper pistol. That's a long ass barrel on those things. It's a very accurate gun right out the box, that's for sure. You could shoot 50 yards, no problem. Probably even 100 yards, you could still hit, steel. Tactical high point. I already know you're full of shit. Offers a good tactical advantage for tactical situations for tactical guys with tactical experience. That's probably a direct quote from their product. I can't talk shit. Let me attack. High point. If you're listening, I am talking shit, and I've never fired one of your weapons, so I apologize. Brad Davis. I'll take the abuse. I like my Glock 22. Glock 22. Is it an actual 22? I've never shot a Glock 22, to be honest. But you got to be careful because a Glock 45 doesn't shoot 45 caliber. So Glock 22. 22. It is a 40. Oh yeah, I'm not a 40 fan. And that's no knock on the 40. I'm sure it's a great round. The FBI has used it forever. It was like the standard for a long time. But it's a lot of kick. More than a 45 on a Glock. The Glock was engineered around the 9mm round. So maybe that's why. But when I shoot a 40 cal Glock, that is a lot of kick for me. More than I like. It's not that I just don't like to fight a gun. That's my thing. I don't want to fight the gun. I feel like I'm fighting the gun when I shoot a 40. So, but if you shoot it like a boss, Brad, you shoot it like a boss. So don't let anybody give you shit for it. Go down the Trinity River and you can find High Point to try out. Yeah, you probably dig one out right there. Facebook user, I think that's a 40, isn't it? Yep, it is a 40. If you're, let me see here. Stop sharing, share screen. Boom. Right there. That's a Glock 22. It's 40 cal. No bells and whistles, just gets the job done. Let's see, what's the capacity on that thing? 15 rounds. With one in the chamber, you get 16. Basically a 4.5-inch barrel. But it's a Glock, man. I like Glocks, so you're not gonna hear me complain about a Glock at all. I like them. Glock 19. Yep, I've got a Glock 19. That is my other carry. Now I don't prefer to carry that one concealed. I do. Like if I put my 43 somewhere and can't remember where I put it, whether it's in the safe or if it's in my computer room in this locked bedroom or wherever I put it. My cops out there know. We get our guns and we take them off, put them on, and we have several locations, secure locations we put them. I actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and I want to there we go. Pop this up here. I want you guys to see this, our conference event. So any of those out there looking and wondering what the hell I've been talking about, this is where I'm going to be. New Orleans. So my officers out there, if you're interested, I'm telling you, it's going to be a good time. See if your department will cover it. You will be able to build a pole camera workshop, OSINT, and human trafficking. So we're going to have a human trafficking course. You can get registered certification out there. Let's see, build the pole camera classes. Both are being hosted at the same time, so be aware of that. And then our whole what do you call it? Itinerary, I guess. If you go to the website, you can see what we're doing hour by hour throughout the entire thing. And more importantly, I will be there. And even if you're not having fun at the conference, we can go have fun afterwards. So it's going to be a good time. Same with the IACP. So if you guys are interested, I will be at that as well. I only carry a 9mm because they won't let me carry a 10mm. I've never fired a 10mm gun. I heard good things though. Heard very good things. So, membership. If you guys are not members of the Real Time Crime Center, highly suggest it, because even if you don't have a Real Time Crime Center, you can get connected with people that do, and they can help you out from their Real Time Crime Center to your department. It's pretty cool. And what else? You find out a lot, or you can utilize a lot of tools that some departments pay for that your department doesn't, and you can use that, like facial recognition, for instance. If you've got a case and you got, this dude just killed somebody and you got a great picture of him, but you have no idea who he is, send it to a department that has facial rec and have them help you out. Give them a case number, show them what's going on. If it meets their policies and procedures, and maybe they can help you. But by being a member of this, we can put you in contact with people around you, let you know what's going on. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's only $25 a year. $25 a year. I'm a board member and I still pay the $25 a year because it's just a good, and it's only getting better. Only getting better. So join up. You got no excuse. Let's go. He says, okay, let's try this on YouTube. What are we trying on YouTube? Tell me what we got going on, John. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what John's trying to do. What are we trying on YouTube? We got 12 people chilling, just hanging out with me. We started off with like 40. That's the most I think I've ever had. We had quite a few. Let's go. Let's go. You can see it's me. Oh, that's what he's saying. Yes, I can see that it's you. You're right. He didn't know how to unhide his name from Facebook. That's too good. Well, I appreciate you switching platforms just to jump on here, brother. And so we could see who you are. Brad figured it out though. But Brad's a teacher. He knows. He knows what's up. Maybe one of these days, Brad, when I'm not fixing to get off here and we got more time to talk, we can discuss what teachers think about arming teachers and all of that stuff. That's a good topic. I like talking about that stuff. So, but I think I'm going to jump off here. I think I'm going to keep avoiding editing. I don't think I'm going to edit anything else tonight. I might jump on Call of Duty. I have not played that since I went away for my military time. So just glad to be back and relaxing. My wife's at work tonight, so that's why I'm on here. My daughter's got a friend over, and my other daughter's so to the age where she doesn't like to hang out with me. So here we are. Pushed back in my room. But no, I appreciate everybody jumping on tonight. I like the questions. We had fun. There's a lot of interaction tonight. So really cool. I liked all the interaction. My wife is working third at the hospital too. Ah, nice. So you know what it's like, John, or Brad, sorry. And you get to have the bed all to yourself, which is wonderful. I get both dogs up on the bed and we hang out. We have a little puppy party, and I kick them out once they start snoring or running in their sleep and pushing me out of the way. So cheers, everybody. Please, if you haven't joined our YouTube, please go subscribe to that specifically. That really helps out. That's the one I'm trying to grow the most, is the YouTube channel, and then the Facebook channel, which has been growing very fast, very quick. Very happy with that. God, I kind of sound like Trump right there. It's very fast, very quick. It's the best. That's a terrible Trump impression, but yeah, do that. And if you're a person that doesn't like to watch podcasts, but you rather listen, we are on Apple, we are on Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcast. We're on all of the things. So if Buzzsprout, that's another one. You can go right directly to our Buzzsprout. All you got to do is go to our website, 2cops1donut.com, and you will see all of our platforms. So thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, John, I know it's pronounced tac ops. I was having more fun being, Sean Connery on Saturday Night Live. I'll take the rapist. It's therapist. So, all right, guys. Take it easy. Have a good night. Drink responsibly. Salud.